If you're a stay-at-home mom like I was, and if you're dreaming of being your own boss, making your own income from home, making your own schedule, and making an impact on other families' lives, then stay tuned to hear about my story and to hear about a great opportunity for you. On my channel, you will hear all about baby and toddler sleep advice, parenting, and potty training tips. If that sounds like something interesting to you, then make sure you click the subscribe button and hit the bell so you get notified every time I put out a new video. If you already know me and you've already heard my story, then you know that before I had kids, I was a preschool teacher. And when I had Timmy, I had him in October. Timmy is almost 6.5 years old, and I had him in October. So I started teaching the school year. I was only there for a couple weeks. My water broke in my classroom, and the day that I had him was pretty much the last day of my teaching career. I tried to go back to work after I had him, but it just wasn't working out. He would not sleep at daycare. He absolutely refused. And he went from being my perfect sleeper who was happy and playful, and he was just like the most happy-go-lucky guy, just go with the flow, nothing bothered him. And then he went to daycare and he stopped sleeping. He would cry constantly. He was miserable. He was up all night because he was overtired, and I couldn't take it anymore. For me, it wasn't worth going to work and dropping my kid off at daycare, being exhausted and miserable when I got home, and like he wasn't meeting his milestones because he wasn't sleeping. So I actually quit my job. After a couple weeks of being home, really, he was sleeping so much better. He was back on schedule and he was his happy-go-lucky self again. And that's when people started asking me questions and started reaching out. What was the big change here? And I said, it was his sleep. Honestly, it was his sleep. And that really was like the big light bulb moment for me, where I realized that sleep is so important. It is so important. After that, I had Kaya, and then I had Joshua, and they were great sleepers. And it wasn't until Joshua was 6 months old that I actually figured out that I could become a certified pediatric sleep consultant. I looked high and low on the internet. I was looking at all these programs. I had no idea you could get a certification in teaching babies how to sleep. I didn't know it existed, and that's why I want to make this video for you. Because if you are in my position, or if you are a nurse, you can be anything and still be a sleep consultant. If you have the passion in your heart to help families, to help babies, and to help toddlers, and to make a huge impact on people's lives in terms of sleep, then this is definitely something that you should look into. When I decided to become a stay-at-home mom, I knew that I wanted some kind of like side hustle. I thought about starting a daycare in our house. I thought about teaching music and movement classes full-time at daycare centers and rec centers and all these places, but it wasn't working out. I tried YouTube daily vlogging. I tried things on this channel. I tried so many things. I had everybody in the world reach out to me about selling Beachbody and makeup and bags and purses and Tupperware. Like, what are all those other things out there? Like, you could probably name a million different products out there that people are selling and making an income from home. And if that's what you're passionate about, then great. But for me, none of that stuff resonated. None of it felt right. But then I discovered the Institute of Pediatric Sleep and Parenting. Like, seriously, the light bulb moment went off. I remember texting my best friend, and her son had struggled with sleep. And I said, hey, I just found this program where I can become a certified pediatric sleep consultant. As a mom, is that anything that you would ever invest in? Do you think this would be a wise career opportunity for me? And she immediately was like, yes, that is it. And this is the best friend that I had bounced so many different ideas off of her. I knew that I wanted to help parents. I knew I wanted to help young families, but I didn't know how I could do that. And then I found this program, and I am so happy that I did. So I ended up taking 2 courses through the Institute of Pediatric Sleep and Parenting. I took the certification course for sleep consulting, and also I took the certification course for potty training. So I actually do both. And they actually just launched another course in baby sign language, and I'm really highly considering doing that as well. But for now, I just wanted to talk about the sleep consultant certification program, Before I get into the details about the sleep certification program, I want you to leave me a comment down below and tell me, are you living your best life as a stay-at-home mom, or do you feel like there might be more out there or something else that you want to explore in terms of helping families? Leave me a comment. So within the sleep certification course, there are 7 different units, and then there are quizzes throughout the entire program, and there's a big test at the end. It is not intimidating at all, but the thing that I love about this course is that you go at your own pace. You don't have to fly to any other state or city in the world, and you don't have to pay all those different fees. You take this entire course online at your own pace, and the units are jam-packed with so much information. So unit 1, we're talking about the foundation of sleep, and then we move on to infant sleep by age is unit 2, and then toddler sleep by age, sleep training part 1, the basics, and then we're getting into specific concerns. And then in unit 6, we're learning about how to create a sleep plan. And when you're learning how to create a sleep plan, that's really how you are learning to help your specific individual clients. And then in unit 7, you're learning about the business of sleep consulting and how you need to start your business and different things that you're gonna need. This part of the course was so important to me because as an educator and being the fact that I was a teacher, I really didn't have experience in starting a business. So this section was gold for me. And then the last, it's not really a unit in here, but the last section is a whole library of files. And it is amazing how many files are in here about sleep and sleep training and things that a consultant can send to clients, because a lot of times clients have pretty similar questions to each other, and if you have a library of articles and things that you can send them, you can actually send them scholarly articles instead of telling them like, well, I found this on Google. Nope, these are all like actual legitimate scholarly articles that you can share with your clients, and that's in your library of resources that you get in the course. So another thing that I'm gonna say, I'm gonna get a little bit cozy here and get comfortable with you guys. This is such a rewarding career. I never even knew it existed. I never knew that something could be so fulfilling and make me so happy to be able to help other families. I have had moms who call me crying saying, I don't know what to do anymore. My kid won't sleep. I'm not getting sleep. I'm gonna lose my job if I can't do a good job. After a couple days, most of my consultations are between 1 and 2 weeks. And a couple days into it, parents are seeing such huge changes. They come to me and say that I've changed their lives. That is so rewarding. Since I have graduated, I have helped hundreds of families, and it has just been the most amazing thing to help all these families get more sleep. The other thing that I really, really love about having my own business and being a sleep consultant is that I can be present for my own kids, and I can make my own schedule, and I can be there. I can volunteer in their classrooms. I am on the school board at the kids' preschool, and I do a lot of shopping for the school. I can go do that while the kids are in school because I can work from my phone. I can work from wherever. So it's been such a great journey, and I just wanted to share that with everybody. If this sounds like something that you would want to do or something that you're interested in, click the link in my bio. I am going to put a link there to the course, the sleep certification course at the Institute of Pediatric Sleep and Parenting. That's the course that I took, so that is the course that I recommend. I can't speak to any other courses because I didn't take any other courses, but I know that this course is highly recommended and it's highly reputable. I learned a lot, and if I learned a lot, then I know that you will learn a lot. And especially, I mean, I have degrees in early childhood education and child development and child life psychology. I mean, in terms of understanding children and their development, and I still learned a lot from this course. If it's something that you're considering, definitely check out that link. I hope that if you're really truly interested in this career, that you go for it. Don't let anything hold you back. There's no deadline when you take this course. You have full access to the entire course, and you can take it at your own pace. And that is amazing when you live in your mom life world where you can't always do everything. Like, for example, it is like 9 o'clock at night right now, and I am filming because I couldn't film at any other part of the day because we are all in quarantine. It is, if you're watching this in like real time, it is coronavirus 2020, and everybody's quarantined. So it's actually a great time to sit down and take this course. If you're a mom with a young baby and your baby isn't sleeping and you just kind of landed on this video, then definitely click the link in my bio for my free baby sleep guide, and that will give you guys some tips and tricks to help get your baby sleeping through the night. more than likely you're probably watching this video because you're interested in this career. But if that is something that interests you and you want to see my free guide, then go ahead and grab that too. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with any of your other friends or family members who may be interested in becoming a sleep consultant. And while you guys are waiting for my next video to come out, check out these videos over here, and I will see you next time. Bye. Why am I so weird? Yeah. What else was I gonna say? I'm gonna close this out now. All right. How did my clients do at bedtime? And they are so amazing. I love my clients. Like, I seriously, they're like family to me. Anyways, I should have just paused this. I'm gonna pause this.